All right, moving on, let's bring it back to Southwest Moro in Osun State, where we joined the Odumakin family for the burial of their patriarch, Pa ABIOYE EZEKIEL Odumakin. Now, Pa Odumakin died at the age of 116.
It's a quiet atmosphere at the home of late Pa ABIOYE EZEKIEL Odumakin in Moro, Osun State, Southwest Nigeria. Pa Odumakin passed away a little over a year after the death of his son, the late National Publicity Secretary of Afenifere, Mr. Okei-Odumakin, who died in April 2021. His wife, Dr. Jo Okei-Odumakin, and the larger Odumakin family, friends and well-wishers are in the village for the final rites of passage for their patriarch. But first, a brief stop at the graveside of Okei-Odumakin to pay respects to his memory. Then they proceed to the venue of a brief line in state ceremony of the Odumakin patriarch. And then off to Christ Apostolic Church, Moro Wasimi, for the service of songs. At the church, guests joined his wife Alice and children to pay their last respect and support the family he left behind.
Was promoted to the status of Equator, later to July Governor, and finally to the District Coordinating Council, DCC.
Pa ABIOYE Odumakin died at the age of 116 years. While he was alive, he played a key role in the church. He was the Babaijo of Christ Apostolic Church, Moro Wasimi in Osun State, a community leader and a philanthropist whose impact was felt by many.
Papa is in the same triumphant. Papa lived a life wire of the great Odumakin. Odumakin
On the day of his final funeral service, his body was carried around the community. The family opted to do things differently by first laying him to rest in his compound before proceeding to the church.
mo tó bímọ fún tán ẹ máa fọwọ́kọ ọmọ yín pè mí kò dá mi lóhùn mọ̀mọ́ ni títí tó fi sùn mọ̀mọ́ ni mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ibi tó lọ kọ́lọ́run bẹ́mi náà débẹ̀ o.
The funeral service had more guests in attendance. The death of a loved one is always a painful one to bear, and for the Odumakin family, although they mourn, they choose to celebrate the over 10 decades of life he lived, and they say it was dedicated to raising godly children and uplifting the downtrodden in the society.
So we appreciate him, we thank God for his life, and that was why you can see people convert from every corner of the heart to give him an honor.
Baba is a very, very great man, and we give God the glory for his life well spent. And you can see with the look of things today, I'm highly overwhelmed, and I can't say nothing than to give all the thank and glory to God for making everything successful.
He lived an incorruptible life, and he will always give all that he had in his possession and almost be left with nothing.
After the service, they all assembled at the Oribo Anglican Grammar School for entertainment of guests. Members of his community had an opportunity to celebrate him at this part of the occasion, and they joined his family on the dance floor. Pa ABIOYE EZEKIEL Odumakin is survived by his wife, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. May his soul rest in peace.
Wow, he died at the age of 116. What a long life lived. May his soul rest in peace, and sending our deepest condolences to the Odumakin family.